Here we are at round 5 of the AGT at Queensland Raceway, and we had a bit of a last-minute decision yesterday to put Tim Macro in the car to go drive with me, which is a good opportunity for me as Andrew wasn't able to make it this round.
I can't thank Dean enough. It's going to be a lot of fun. Had a quick drive of the car last night and it was awesome. It was an awesome thing to drive.
It's good to get back in something that drives like the Corvette. I mean, it's a really cool car to drive. So, enjoyed the small amount of time we spent at the 12 hour. It was sort of unfortunate the way things worked out up there. So looking forward to getting a few more laps under the belt here at Queensland Raceway.
We're really looking forward to this weekend, me, Matt and the team. It's our home track, so hopefully we've got a bit of an advantage from the other guys. So we'll go out there and absolutely try and give them peeps this weekend.
So Saturday's quite busy. We've got qualifying just before lunchtime, and then we've got a race at just at the end of 2 o'clock, and then also a night race as well. It's going to be pretty hectic. Should keep the pit crew pretty busy all round.
I made a nice change. This is my home track, so I wanted to do well here, and if I can't qualify well here, then I can't qualify well anyway. So all in all, P1 can't get much better than that. Inside line's handy to be, and I've got to get away from Tony because he'll be super quick, and same with Clark and also John. So we'll just tip it into turn 1, and hopefully we get a clean first lap, and I can build a momentum from there.
Qualifying went really well. Look, the car's fantastic. We've adjusted some of the rear suspension, made it a bit harder around the in the bars at the back. And geez, turn 1 and turn 2 are just so much fun in these cars with the aero. This week I've got Liam Talbot, who's got a whole career ahead of him in motor racing. He brings his personal trainer along. So this morning I've been on his diet. We've been taking gels, and then we do a warm-up procedure, which was quite fun.
Jack's ended up putting the car 12th on the grid. I think my time put us about 15th or 16th. The other Janetta was 17th. So all good fun, happy days. He's doing a great job for us in the car, and we're learning heaps from his driving style.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to keep up with the Janettas. I think Jack Perkins will run off into the distance, and we'll just do our best we can. He's got a bit more of a penalty in the pit stops for us. So once we sort that out, we'll be able to catch up hopefully and keep going. We'll just try and pit early, I gather, and hope for a safety car.
It's pleasing to see that there are a few extra competitors, and it's been good. We've enjoyed it so far. New track, a little bit to learn. A bit slow yesterday, but we're a little bit more on the pace today.
It was quite good. We did a couple of alterations to the car. Did some wing modifications and some splitter modifications with new tyres and new setup. It worked really well.
The plan is if I can keep him behind me. The consistency is the big thing. He's pretty consistent with his times. Mine are not as consistent. So if I can keep the speed and the consistency, I think we're on the money.
Mike, no, I doubt it. I doubt it. I'm just going to go and do my best. Tony, hang on, I'm just going to see my grandchildren.
Championship cars to the marking area, please.
That was a good race. Roger was bloody going hard, and then just under brakes I just took a dive a couple of times and got past him, and then made a little bit of a gap, but shit, he was going hard. It was good.
It was a great start. Johnny did an excellent job. I think we were up to 7th there for a while and just pumping out the laps. I didn't want to call him in for that pit stop until the very, very last bit. And then when he did come into pit stop, we had extra 12 seconds for him being a pro. Had a great battle with Janetta at the end. He's much quicker than me in the corners, but down the straights I had him.
When I got back in the car, I went out and realised by turn 1 that I was actually behind Rod. So I thought, okay, this is a bit of a carrot for me. And on the last lap, I managed to get him coming onto the straight. Got a bit ragged, but it was very competitive, but very clean racing. So it's a testament to his driving as well.
It was a lot of fun. A lot of good dicing at the start there. Had a good fight with Mark Griffin. Had a lot of fun with that. Night race should be quite interesting. Looking forward to it. Something I've never done before, but it should be an interesting thing.
Well, it's just hard to see. You can't, if the corner's not really well lit, it's hard to pick the apex, it's hard to define the braking distance, and a lot of the places on this track are not well lit, so I suspect it's not going to be very easy.
I'm hoping it's going to be very much like the endurance races that we've done overseas, but I don't think the lighting here at QR is going to be the best, so when we go out for the formation lap I'll try and get early indication, but fortunately we're off in the front row, which will give us some good clear laps, and I'll just put the mirrors away so that I can't see who's behind me and just think I'm the fastest one out there and drive the track like normal. Yeah, that was a good race. I knew the start of the race was going to be a bit interesting, and just let the dust settle for a little bit, and we managed to get out in front, and I just knew from there, psychologically, I just have to think I'm the fastest guy out there. The safety car worked in our favour. I knew I was in front of the pack, and I had clear space in front.
I don't like the nights. It's a bit hard for an old fella, but Murphy, awesome under brake. Like, he made a few fuck-ups, but he was back. He was good, and he was good to race with. It was good fun.
Conditions help a little bit in those circumstances, so maybe a bit more experience helps a little bit. But you know, it was good. The car liked the cooler temperatures too, and we didn't have as many problems with the brakes. The pit stop in the first race today really hurt our brakes, so that was much better. And I managed to have a good dice with Tony and Clark, and it was nice and clean, and it was good fun with those guys.
Very interesting. That's probably about the brightest light we've seen all night tonight. But yeah, Matt's telling me we won our class by a lap and we ran 5th outright. So that's right, Matt?
That's pretty good.
So 5th outright in the little Porsche. It's a beauty. We're having a great time here. I'm glad I'm off that track. I can see better here.
It was unbelievable. We had the safety car restart and it was just absolute chaos because all the faster cars are trying to come through. There's 2 wide, 3 wide into turn 3. And yeah, I'm not sure what happened, but yeah, it was exciting.
It was very different. A bit hairy, and when the safety car come out, I was sort of caught up the front, so I had cars going inside and out, and yeah, so it was very different.
I love night racing. I've done it since sort of the late 80s, and I've just absolutely loved it. We probably worn out a set of brakes then, but it's great fun to see the glowing lights. I know when I came into the pit stop, one of my mates come up to me and said that we couldn't believe how glowing they were, so it's a good thing. We'll just have to put a new set in for tomorrow.
Ready for race 3. Race 1 was really good. You know, qualified last in class. Was able to get up to 2nd in class in race 1. Race 2 was looking a lot excited. Unfortunately, some issues with the car straight from the word go. Just tried getting points like circulating, but to be honest, it just came too dangerous in the end. We had to give it up. Race 3, we've fixed all the issues now in the car. Everything's looking sweet as, so I'm so keen to get out.
Eastern Creek, we had an engine failure in race 2, and this weekend Tony Martin's been kind enough to let me co-drive with him. We sort of all travel as a team. We're all competitive and we're all out there to win, but if there's ever any issues, we're always there to look after and help each other. It's going well, the racing's good, and you know, looking forward to race 3.
I don't know, just got stuck in 4th gear. There you go. And then it went into pit speed limit. Fucking. So I just shut it. I think it may have been getting to or something. I don't know. But then I just had to stop, switch everything off, switch everything back on, and get going again.
Didn't realise that on the last lap there was a chance that we were going to come 3rd, but unfortunately I couldn't hold it all together. Tony Quinn's just too fast and I didn't want to give away the spot to Rod, so I thought I'd just have to take it home. So 4th overall, we're pretty happy. Tim did a great job, and MPC did a great job. The Audi was wonderful, consistent all the way through, and it's just such a good endurance car.
It was an interesting race. I had to beat John to win the weekend. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. We passed each other a few times, and the gear change in the Moser stopped working properly, and John caught up to me and eventually got past me.
It's 2 in a row now for the Cook Racing team, so it's all smiles in the garage. The car's clean and straight, and the team boss is happy.
Matt does all the work, believe me. Awesome. Thanks very much. We had a fantastic time. This is a great category. We love it.
Tough race from the beginning. We, you know, if Dad and I had a bit of a battle, and you know, it was like this really. I don't know. And then after the pit stops, it was just a matter of banking laps and consistent laps. I knew that we were going to be spread out after the compulsory pit stops. And then the old man had gear issues about 4 minutes to go, so I managed to pass him and come through with the lead. I haven't done the numbers, but that should pretty much be good for the championship. So we'll see what happens.